Hello and welcome to another Top Table Gaming video. You're joined by me, Jay, and today we have
Matt.
Matt has been my buddy who we've been learning Wowest Exodus, and that is exactly what we're bringing you today, episode 1 of our Wowest Exodus battle reports, right?
Yeah.
This is going to be around 900 points. There was about 20-30 points in it between crews, and I today am bringing the Deadly 7. What are you bringing?
So I've got the Wayward 8.
We're throwing down the 7 versus the 8, right? And we've played, this is like our third game. We're still setting up the studio for those who've been following the updates, but we really wanted to just get a game on camera. Apologies if there is any mistakes, there's going to be, please let us know. And more importantly, let us know how we can improve this video and let us know how we can make better videos for you for this game, because we are loving it, aren't we?
Absolutely, it's been brilliant.
It's such a good game. So without further ado, we're going to show you the selected crews we're using today, show you the table and throw down a game. Cheers guys. Okay, so here is my portion of the Deadly 7 for today's game. I am of course leading with Earl Shepherd and his loyal dog Brutus, just to get some serious work done, some great stats all round, and the dog can take a couple of hits for him. We've got Kodiak there, who is my absolute melee beast, who did some serious damage last time me and Matt played, or tried to. We then got Blackblood, Razorsley and Faraday, all with the name of 7, really supporting their boss, and I think I've got some really good accurate shooting potential, and that is the Deadly 7 crew I'm bringing for today's game.
And here's my Wayward 8 faction for today, so led by Marcus Wayward, who I will incorrectly call Nathan throughout the whole of this game, supported by Zerelda and Hicks Kincaid, K3 and Jake Mattia, so probably not as good stats as JL have with the Deadly 7, but they work quite well together. They can boost each other and keep each other going for a bit longer, so hopefully it should be quite a good matchup.
And Marcus is unstoppable, as we learnt last time we played. Okay, so this is our table for today. We are in the town of Red Oak. This table was built by Matt because he's a bit obsessed with this stuff and I wouldn't dare touch it, but we've got some of the beautiful Wild West terrain there. We've got the bank, the doctors, the distillery, we've got the gallows and clock tower, which I love, and then we've got these that I can't see the name of because I'm stood behind them, and we've got some RJ27 pipework and lots of trees and scatter terrain, because that's something we've been playing a bit light of lay around, and this is where we're going to throw down for today's game. So we are good to go, and we are playing Supply Run. And Supply Run is effectively, we've got 3 tokens, 8 from each edge there and there, and 1 slap bang in the centre, right on the gallows there. And for if you have models within 3 and no enemy models, you score a VP at the end of the turn, and it's a 5-turn game, and that is the scenario we're playing. As for deployment, I've got Earl Shepherd, who's trailblazed forward with Razorsley and Brutus there. We've got Kodiak and Faraday over there, and then we've got Blackblood there, who's going to be eyeing up this objective. Matt, who've you got where, buddy? Talk me through it. His are all cowardly, so I've got hid behind building.
Team working behind this building.
Yeah.
Kaylee and Marcus, again, also behind this building.
Yeah.
And Jake over here with his big guns covering the middle, so I've gone heavily across to this one side.
Yeah, it looks like Matt's going to go strong on this side and then trying to push to the middle, but we are not worried. We'll come back with first activation. Okay, we have begun and Matt is going first. Talk us through it, buddy.
So I flipped 3 action points and decided to activate Hicks.
Yep.
So he will move his 5 and then for another action point focus it to go an extra 2. So he's going to wrap around to the other side of
no problem.
This here, and then he'll use his last one to go on lookout and use his fortune to hunker.
Nice.
And following that, Zerelda is going to use her teamwork ability, because he's activated within 8, and she's going to flip him. Unfortunately.
Oh, strong 1 action point there off camera.
So she is just going to advance up to there and use her fortune to hunker.
Also hunkered. Alright. That is the Wayward posse done. Let's see what the Deadly 7 are going to do. Okay, so I am going to flip a mighty 2 action points, and I'm going to go with Blackblood, who is going to move which is quick of 6, just up to there. He's then going to do another move action, spending his fortune, which will let him focus the second move, just to pop him behind these barrels here. Not hunkered or anything, but he is just within 3 of that objective, which means I could be scoring this turn.
So I drew a 3, so I've decided to give it to Jake with his big guns. So he's going to try and get in position. He's going to move, focus it for an extra 2, and then dash for an extra d5.
Wow, big move.
Which gives him an extra 4, which is good.
So a dash is extra d5 movement. You rolled an 8, which is a 4.
So he can go 10 total, so he can go 5 up to there. And then because his base...
Yeah, he's big, that's fine.
He can actually go...
Real cool thing I love about this game, the fact that if you want to measure moving over and across terrain, you just use your base size as a template. Just keeps it nice and clean and easy.
He's actually pretty much in the open there, so he's just going to go an extra 5 and leave himself a bit exposed for this turn.
He's feeling brave. Stood outside the doctor's surgery, which hopefully he's going to need in a minute. Alright, so I got another 2 action points, and I'm going to go with Faraday, but I'm not exactly sure how exposed I want to leave him just yet. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to try and score all 3 turn 1. Has Marcus gone yet? Okay, so we're going to move for 1 action point. Sorry, Kodiak, which will pop him here. And then he will... I thought I knew what I was doing, but I don't. Yeah, he's going again. Focus move. We're going to score some early VPs, and we're going to leave him super exposed here. So he's moved, focus moved. He is within 3 of the objective, and God help us when Marcus. Alright, so it is the turn of the Wayward 8, and they certainly are playing a little bit more reserved than the Deadly 7 who are just YOLOing forward. So what are we doing, man?
So I drew 3 action points, gave them all to Kaylee, who's going to focus move round to here.
Yep, so she's on the front of the building.
And then spend her last one to hunker down.
Okay, so you guys are all waiting for a volley of gunfire, and this is how the table is. Okay, so I've just drawn 3 action points, and Earl Shepherd has just looked at Brutus and said, "Go, doggy, go!" So Brutus is going to double move, and because he has the rapid special rule, he can focus his moves for free. So he's basically got quick 8 twice, which we've pre-measured. We'll let him run and just hide under these gallows, just sitting within 3. So I'm actually sat very exposed, but looking at scoring all 3 objectives this turn. That is until Marcus goes and probably does some animal cruelty. Alright, so Marcus is going as Matt's last activation because you did chain activate at the start, and we've just realised that Mr. Out in the Open Faraday does not have Quicken the Dead. I assumed every face has Quicken the Dead. So, what are you going to do, mate? What did you flip?
So I flipped a 2, which is a bit disappointing, but luckily he's got plenty of fortune to top him up.
Get them 2s out early, right? You've had a 2 turn this turn.
So I was debating between Faraday and the dog, but finding out that Faraday does not have Quicken the Dead and the dog surprisingly does, means that Marcus is going to spend 2 action points and 2 of his fortune to move, focus, move.
We have measured all this as well.
And then he's going to spend 1 more of his fortune and a card from his hand to give him an extra action point.
Wow.
Focus shoot into Faraday.
Cool. I'm gonna save my fortune for a re-roll. What's your aim?
So aim usually 6, focus goes up to 8. So I'm looking for one shot, looking for 2.
Not yet. I'm gonna spend a fortune to hunker down.
Okay.
So it's back down
to 4s. And he gets an 8.
Oh, gets him. So what's the pace on that?
So it's Pierce -4.
Any funky special rules?
Brutal.
Brutal.
Which is 2 damage.
Yeah, it is, you're right. So, 2 saves. I am a grit of 6, down to a grit of 2. Can Faraday pull out 2 8s and not die horrifically? Not even close. He takes 2 wounds and Faraday is down. I'm not scoring this turn on that one. Don't forget, guys, as we said in the intro, we are still learning the game. He took 2 wounds there, so he couldn't even metal one to go disordered because the second one just killed him anyway. So Faraday is down. Have you got any cards in your hand to score for killing a face unit?
I do.
Oh, why did I ask?
Somewhere. Destroy a face unit, gain 1 VP.
Boom. So we are off. It is 1-0 to Matt and the Wayward 8. So I just flipped a 3 action points and there is way too much firepower on that flank, which is pretty much everybody other than Jake, who's over that side, and I don't fancy that. So my main man Kodiak, who wants to run in and kill things, is not running into that. So he is just going to move, focus, move, and bring him over this side, and we're just going to really bolster the centre of the board. Kodiak done, and we'll flip for my next character. Okay, so I flipped another 3, and I'm going to go with Earl Shepherd. He also has the rapid rule, so he can focus his moves for free. So he is going to move, focus, move twice for his 3 action points, which will literally put him right up the side of the gallows behind these crates. And then I'm going to move the camera, and he's going to take a shot. Okay, so Earl Shepherd has run up, and he's going to take a focus shot at Jake. Anything from you, bud?
Yeah, Jake will be quicking and the deading.
Uh-oh, let's see what he gets. So just throw it in here somewhere.
Quick of 4, so not the best, but see if he gets a 6, and he does.
He's successful, so that nullifies that action, and I'm at my limit of 3. So Earl Shepherd is done, but I do have a card to play. So, where are you, rascal? Glory. Yeah, so there we go. At the end of their activation, your boss is within 5 of the centre play area. 1 VP, so it is 1 apiece, and we've not even scored at the end of the turn yet. I will come back with my last activation, which is Raises. So with another 3 action point, I've done really well with 3 action point flips this turn, but that could leave me in trouble in the next 4 turns. Razors Lee is going to move, focus, move. This is way within, I did measure it earlier in the turn, to here, and he's then going to spend his own fortune to Hunker. And that is him done. And that is also the end of the turn. We'll give you a quick look at the board and we'll show you next turn's flip. Okay, so here's how it's looking. Black Blood is going to score me this objective, and he's kind of out of the game a little bit. He may want to press forward, yet staying within 3 of that, we'll see. The middle objective is held by Earl and Brutus, yet Marcus is holding that one. So that makes the score 3-2 at the end of the turn because we both scored a VP. And here's how it's looking. Over on the right flank, I really don't fancy any of that. And I'm a bit worried that I'm bolstering down on the middle, yet they're going to swoop on me. So, shall we flip on camera for who's getting initiative? We'll just flip them behind these 2 crates. Matt gets a 43 and he burns a 4 action point, and I get a 38. So Matt has initiative for turn 2. Also, I figured I'd show you guys my beautiful VP tracker. This was originally from Guild Ball. The V3 is the event I run, and I realised how fitting this model would be for Wireless Texas because it's a sculpt of me as a cowboy, and I got angry at the sculptor, but there are my VPs. Okay, top of 2, what's happening, Matt?
So I got 3 actions and I realised I've left Jake a little bit exposed. He can't move and shoot with his gun, and he's got 2 nice juicy targets in front of him. So he's just going to unload on the dog to start with, to see if I can take him out.
The reason being because the dog can take the hit for Earl just because they're within range, right? So you're declaring a shoot action, correct?
That's correct.
I am going to try and quicken the dead that. So I need to make a quick check, and my quick is 6, so I need a 4. I get a 3. Fortune reroll. I also get a 3. I failed, so the dog is getting shot, and I don't get to show off these to you, which are cool quicken the dead tokens, because we always forget, but more information coming soon. Anyway, let's do it.
So, aim 5, 2 pieces of terrain in the way, so
basically both sides of the walls of the gallows.
So I'm going to need 7s, but luckily he's got some nice juicy Gatling guns that give him 4 shots.
Do it.
So it's 7s, and he gets 1.
1. Woo!
And it is brutal.
So brutal means
2.
2 hits. Yeah. Okay, so I am a grit of 5. Any pierce?
-2.
So grit down to 3, but I've also got the modifiers which will negate that out from the cover. So straight save. We get an 8 and a 3. Does the dog have metal? Yes, it does. So I will take the disordered condition to survive that shot.
So with my last 2 actions, I'm going to shoot again, and I will be using a guts card for an extra action point to focus it.
Do it.
And I'm going to put. He has an ability where he can split his shots.
So he can spread his rate of fire how he chooses across models, right?
So he's going to lay down some fire, put 2 into the dog, 2 into your leader, and see what you did.
Thanks to Loyal Companion, though, the dog is going to take all of the impact for Earl because the dog is... Oh, is he? Am I feeling brave? No, he's not. We'll take 2 each. Let's do it. Okay. So we'll do the dogs 2 first.
Yep. So aim 5 up to 7 for aiming, down to 5 again for the
cover.
terrain. So he gets a crit and a miss.
Crit success. Can't quite see those, but he gets a crit success and a crit fail. So what happens on a crit? I'd imagine that's pretty horrific.
So a crit is overcharged.
Alright, we're going to look that up and come back to you. Sorry guys, quick bit of rule checking there. What just happened, Matt?
So, because of the overcharge, the weapon gets disrupt and hazard.
Yep.
But because the dog is already disordered, it gets lethal instead, which means you have to re-roll successful grit checks.
And because of the brutal, you get an extra hit, right?
Yep, and then hazard as well, you gain the
saves.
hazardous condition, which means you cannot make special or free actions. You lose the hunkered condition if you have it, and at the end of your activation you must pass a grit check or become wounded.
Okay, not even worried. So, 2 saves, grit of 5 and my, any pierce?
-2.
-2, which is negated by the 2 bits of cover in between us. So, looking for 5s to keep the dog alive. We get a 4 and a 2. The dog is very dead at that point. Do you have any cards?
I believe I have... No, I do not.
Good. Doggy dies. I'm already dwindling massively on numbers. My over-aggressive start may be killing me. And now we will come back and resolve the rest of the rate of fire of this horrific gun into Earl Shepherd.
Last 2 shots into Earl Shepherd, needing 4s. And there we go, 2 more.
That is 2 hits. Alright, so I've got 3 saves to make because of brutal. I'm a grit of 6, down to 4 because you focus, but up to 5 because of the terrain in the way. So I need some 5s. Just pull those dice out the way for me. Oh, don't die, my man. Should have quick and deaded this. He gets a 6, a 3, and a crit. So I am gonna focus re-roll this, and I know I've got my metal to save me if all else fails. Boom. So he uses a point of fortune to make that re-roll and saves all 3. Okay guys, so I have just flipped 3 action points, and we're gonna go with Black Blood, who will start by taking a move of 6. Just putting him here. And he's then gonna declare a shoot action on Jake. Anything from you, friend, before I crack on? Just a straight shoot action right now.
So I will quicken the dead it.
Let's do it. So quick check.
I'm needing a 6, which he gets.
He gets it. So that is quicken the deaded. We'll come back in a second when I've figured out what I'm doing next. Okay, so Black Blood is not happy about this, so I'm going to spend this +2 action point card to gain 2 more action points to do a shot, and I will spend my point of fortune to focus it. Anything from you? I don't think there is, right?
No.
So I am an aim of 7, focus up to 9, and you are nice and in the open, so just don't critically fail, I think. Boom. So that is a hit. Because this is a tuned weapon, its pierce is half of my mind. So that is a pierce 2 shot, my friend.
Okay, so I have a grit of 6. +1 because he's hunkered because of the quick and the dead.
Of course.
So 7. So down to 5. So
5s.
50. And teetered on a 2, but
gets it on a 6. Okay, let's carry on. I am going to play another card for +1 action point, and because of Black Blood's special rule, which is quick draw, because I got a successful hit, I can shoot again for 1 action point, which he's going to do using that card. This is a straight shot with an aim of 7, down to 6 because of hunkered, actually. Boom, he gets you with a 9. So that is again pierce 2.
Again.
Saves it with a 7. He doesn't want to die. Black Blood is done. Alright, so Matt, you are up, my friend.
Yeah, so I drew a measly 2 action points. But Kaylee is going to go and she's going to focus her move up to here.
Okay, that's for 2.
For 2, and then she's going to play a +1 action point card to take a shot at your leader and spend her fortune to focus it because she's not a very good shot, bless her.
So just to check, did I metal this turn or last turn? Quicker than that, it was the end of last turn, wasn't it? What's your aim?
4, so she'll be up to 6, down to 1 for the... Sorry, down by 1, so she'll be on a 5.
Yeah, bring it. I'll take that.
Okay, so she's only rate to fire 1, needing a 5, which she doesn't get.
Good.
She is going to use one of Marcus's fortune to re-roll that.
Okie dokie, do it.
And she crits.
Uh-oh.
Which doesn't do anything. But,
Good.
Yeah, just a regular blaster pistol shot.
What's the piercing on that?
Pierce -1.
Pierce -1, but I'm gaining 1 or 2 for cover there. Am I getting the barrels and the gallows? Or just the gallows?
Just the gallows.
Cool, so I am a grit of 6, which will be at 6 with a plus and minus. So 4s. Oh, silly man. Fortune reroll. Don't you dare. He crits it. Phew! We are not panicked at all. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, back to me. Okay, so Razor's Lee is going to go. And we got 3 action points. So we've measured this out. He's going to do a focus move, which gets him to there. And then he's going to take a shot at Jake with his throwing knives. So you can't quicken the dead. So we're just going to take this one. So I am an aim of 7. Down to 6 for the crates and down to 5 because of the hunkered. So 5s. That is 3 hits, my friend. 3 hits at pierce -1. Throwing knives for the win. You get these out of the way. So what's your grit?
6 up to 7 for the hunkered, down to 6.
8 for this. So, yep, 6, so 4s. 5, 3, 7. Metal.
We'll metal that last one, yeah.
And take the disordered condition. Nice. That is a... Okay, so oh yes. So, because I hit with a shoot action, I'm going to play another +1 AP. And because of the quick draw rule, I can shoot again for 1 AP. So, this again is an aim of 7, down to 5 because of hunkered and cover. So 5s. That is 3 more hits. There's no crit effect, so 3 more saves. Needing 4s, my friend. Oh, he's only gone and done it with 2 10s and a 9. Oh, kill me now. Jake does not want to die, and I literally can't put any more into him. I wonder if I can chain quick draw. If once per activation. That's a shame because I've got. Do you know what? I'm using my fortune and Earl's to take another shot. I'm not having this. Here we go. So again, 5s. That is 2 hits and a crit fail. So 4s for the save. Oh, he gets a 6 and an 8. Jake is riddled with knives, but none of them are getting through the armour. Razorsley is done. Let's come back with the Wayward.
So, I flipped 3 action points. So, Hicks Kincaid is going to go, and he's going to move, which uses all 3 to get him up to here.
Okie dokie.
And then he's going to use his fortune to shoot his flame template.
Who's the initial target?
It will be your boss.
Earl Shepherd is the boss. I'm going to Quicken the Dead that, and I sense that you're baiting me to use these Quicken the Deads and stuff before Marcus goes, but I don't want... Actually, what's the piercing on this? How horrific is this weapon?
-1, and it has also Tangle and Lethal, and then on a crit it has Disorder.
Nope, we're Quicken the Dead. So, quick of 6, needing a 4, we get a 7. So, Earl Shepherd has used Quicken the Dead. Alright, so I flipped 2 action points, and Earl Shepherd is going to go. He doesn't like being in the middle. I feel like you're about to dominate that, so I want to spread my force a little bit more. So he's going to start with a move, which he focuses for free due to the rapid special rule, just putting him here. And then he's going to take a shot at Jake, the unstoppable, as he feels at this point. So this is rate of attack 2. I have an aim of 6, but -1 because of your hungered, so aim of 5. So 5's to hit. That is a 3 and a crit fail. So that's 2 action points spent. So I will spend my 2 fortune to shoot again, and I will use +1 action point. I've used my whole hand trying to kill Jake this turn. So this is now focused. So I am an aim of 8 down to 7. So 3s. 2 3s. I'm glad I focused that. So that is 2 hits, mate, and that is pierce -2.
Okay, so
+1 for the hunted.
Yep. So down to 5s again. That's a crit fail.
He's gone.
Which he can't re-roll. So Jake has finally bitten the bullet.
Boom, and there's no metal because he's already disordered, right?
Yep.
So we've killed something, which I feel good about. I've just realised something very stupid. I meant to save a fortune or something to move because I realised where I've just left him. But he is done, and he gains his fortune back at the end of his action.
Okay, so I flipped a 2 on my action point. So Zerelda is going to focus move up to here.
Yeah.
And then she's going to use
A 1
her
fortune
to just put a speculative shot into Razorsley.
Bring it.
So she will be at -2. So usually aim 5 down to 7. So down to 3. So she's looking for 7s.
Do it.
She does not get it.
She gets a 4. Do you want to use one of Marcus's for a reroll?
I do not.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't mind you burning that stuff, because he's horrific. Okay, I'll come back with Kodiak. Okay, so my last activation of this turn is the Beast Kodiak. And I think at the end of Marcus's activation, he's going to try and kill Razors to mean that he's scoring the middle objective. And from the last game that we played these posses in, Kodiak can actually take a bit of a hit because he's got a base grit of 8. So my thinking is he's gonna double move. He's got tons, and he's actually just gonna stand and just basically be a bit of a shield for Razors. So if one dies, I can still contest the objective, and hopefully it gives Razors a bit more cover, and Kodiak can take a hit better. My aim being that I don't lose anyone else this turn because I'm already way down on numbers, but I now worry that he's going to go and kill Earl Shepherd. So with that done, I think we've only got Marcus left. Alright, we'll come back. So we didn't really, so when we set up, guys, we did move the gallows a couple of inches because we thought it'd be cool to stick the objective on it. Looks quite thematic. It's actually making filming this game a pain because everyone's hiding around it and using it for obscured, but Marcus is going to end the turn. Let's do it, man. You got how many action points?
Unfortunately, he only got a 2.
Phew!
But he's got a few fortune that he's going to burn as well, so he's going to focus move up to here.
Cool, that's his 2 action points.
So he's 2 action points. Then he's going to use 1 of his fortune, 2 of his fortune for a focused shot into Kodiak.
Quick and the dead, my friend. So I'm going to take its quick check. I'm quick 6, so show me some 4s. He gets a 9. That is very quick and dead. And he takes the hunkered condition.
Okay.
Boom. What's next, bud?
So
he's pulling cards out of his hands, people.
So I'm going to play this card for 2 action points, and his final remaining fortune to focus it to chuck another shot into Kodiak.
Do it. So what is your aim, my friend?
So his aim is usually 6 up to 8 because of the focus.
But down to 5 for the 2 pieces of terrain and the hunkered.
The first one won't count because he's in base contact.
Cool. 6. So needing 4s.
Oh,
he's crit failed! The world is good. I'm slightly more hopeful after that. Is that it, buddy?
And that is him.
Right, wicked. I'll tell you what, let's flip on camera for the priority of next turn. Just pop yours next to mine. I'll open with a 21. 28. Oh no, he's going to do it again. We'll come back at the top of 3. Okay, so we're at the top of 3. We both scored 1 last turn. The middle is contested, so no one got it. So it's 4-3 to me. But I am in a bad spot, and we both desperately needed that activation because either Kodiak was going to leap over and kill stuff, or Marcus is probably going to go again. Tell them how many action points you got, Matt.
So perfectly timed. I've flipped 4 action points.
And you've just refreshed all of your fortune.
Yeah, so Marcus is charged up and raring to go. So no messing about. First activation is going to be a focus shot into Kodiak.
Good, and the problem is I can't quicken the dead because I'm already hunkered. Uh-oh.
So aim 6 up to 8, back down to 6 again because of terrain and hunkered, so needing 4s on 1 dice, not 2. And needing 4s. And he gets a 3.
Good.
So he'll use one of his fortune to re-roll that.
So he is going to re-roll that, okay.
And a crit
That's
fail.
a crit fail. It's a good start. Just do that another 3 times and we might get through this. So that's 2 action points gone.
Yep.
Got 2. Oh, so
he's going to use 2 more and another one of his fortune
to focus
shoot again into Kodiak.
So he's out of AP and he's used 2 of his fortune, correct?
Yep.
Uh-oh. Do it.
So again, needing a 4, and he gets just what
exactly a 4. So talk to me about this shot. What is it?
So it is brutal and -4.
So does brutal mean I need to take 2 saves?
Yep.
And my grit 8 goes down to grit 4, and is it shred as well?
No, only on a crit.
So I do get, so my grit 8 goes to 4, but I go back up to 5 because of hunkered, and 6 because of the piece of the obscured, yeah? So I need 4s. 2 saves. He gets a 5 and a 5. Oh, I did just flip that, it was a 5. A Kodiak does not care.
Okay.
So you've got 2 fortune left, which means you could just take a bare shot.
Okay, so I am going to...
Oh god, he's in his hand, he's in his hand.
Use my last 2 fortune and add a card for an extra action point.
Yep.
And do the same again. And hopefully...
Please survive, buddy. Come on, son. You got this. He hits me on a 9. Okay, so I got 2 saves to make again because of brutal. And same as last time, grit 8 down to 4, but back up to 6 because of stuff. So needing 4s. Come on, buddy. He gets a 6 and a 4. Kodiak cannot be moved. I did not think I would survive that horrific onslaught. And he's back in his hand. He's looking for more cards. Don't have any more action points.
So at the end of that turn, I'm going to play a glory. My boss is within 5 inches of the centre to get VP. And I'm also, pleased to know, play the cool little cowboy hat to let me activate a face within 8 inches straight away.
Oh, so we did survive the onslaught of Marcus, but with that glory, it's now 4 each. And we'll come back when someone else is activating. Okay, so Matt has chain activated and he's not happy that Kodiak didn't die. And if I lose him now, I'm going to cry myself to sleep because I already written him off as gone. Do it, man.
So I flipped a nice little 3. So I'm going to focus a shoot with his template weapon into Kodiak here.
Focus away.
So, rate of fire 1, aim of 5. So up to 7, down by 1 to 6.
Down
so
by 2. because we got, again, terrain and hunkered. So 5s.
So 5s.
He gets a 7. He does get it. So I'm going to take a grit check. What's the pierce on that?
So it's pierce -1, but it's a torrent weapon, so it ignores the obscured bonus.
Cool. So I'll negate the -1 with my hunkered. So grit of 8. Saves it on a 7. Kodiak don't care.
It also has the
will that hit?
And lethal, so because of the lethal on the gun, you have to re-roll that.
I have to reroll successfuls. Okay. He gets a 9.
So anyway, he does not care.
Does it hit Razorsley as well? Because
so it does, because it hit him, it automatically hits them as well. And you also have to take, so the gun has a condition called Tangle, which means because you have to pass a grit check, but as normal, but you also have to pass a fight check.
Okay, so Kodiak's a fight of 6. He crit fails, so I can't re-roll that. What have I just done to my big man?
You immediately receive the stunned and disordered qualities.
Oh, what? Okay. Ouch. And then let's put them on, and then we'll resolve the ones onto Razors, correct?
Yeah.
So he takes a hit at -1 as well.
Yes.
So he will spend a fortune to hunker down. He'll spend... Will he? No, let's not be silly. Yeah, he will. Screw it. He'll take the hunker condition, because I'm just getting volleyed with fire here and I want to weather it. So, the hunkered will ignore the... Again, just a straight grit check. So, grit 6, I need a 4, which he crit successes. And then I need to take a fight check because of the tangle, correct? He's a fight of 6 or 4s. He gets it, just. So he's okay. Any more?
I think that's it.
Yes. No more chain activations or cards or fortune.
No, I think that's me for now.
Right, my turn. Okay, so I've done a bit of deliberating. Kodiak wanted to go, but he's not quite ready yet with his limit being down. He needs people to get some quick and the dead and disordered on people so we can go and finish them off. So we're going to go with Black Blood, and he's going to take a shot straight into this gentleman here. Is he going to focus it, first of all? No, he'll just take a shot to begin with. Actually, yeah, he will focus it. So he's spending 2 of his 3 action points. Anything from you?
Shooting, sorry.
Yeah, straight into this gent here.
I will quicken the dead.
Cool, do it. Quick check.
So quick or 5.
Needing 5s. That's not happening. And quicken the dead is gone. Okay, so it's an aim of 7. Up to 9 because of the focus, but back down to 8, 7 because of terrain. Agreed?
Yeah.
So needing 3s. That is a crit fail. Good job, buddy. What I will then do, and because I didn't hit, I can't use rapid fire to shoot for 1, but I will play a +1 action point card. Actually, I will take that back. I'll play a +2 action point card so I can shoot and focus. So, again, 7 up to 9, back down to 7, needing 3s. He gets a 6. So that is Pierce 2 because it's half of my mind.
Okay, so he is grit of 5 up to 7 because of the terrain, back down to 5. So 5s again, and he gets a 9.
Not
loving
a
it.
problem. Ugh. How am I going to do it? Shouldn't do it. Nope, he's done. We'll go back to you, buddy. I'm an idiot. Black Blood is going to spend his fortune, and because of his special rule, he does get to, because of a successful hit, it only costs 1 action point. So he's using his fortune to make 1 last shot. There is no focus, so it's aim of 7, but down to 5 because of terrain. So, he misses.
Right, so I've drawn a 3. It's going to go to Kaylee. She's not the best in combat, but I want to tie Earl Shepherd up a little bit. So she's going to use a combination of her 3 action points and some of Marcus's fortune to move and to focus move and charge into Earl Shepherd.
Boom. Cool. So she's used your AP and 2 of the 2 of Marcus's fortune, correct?
She's used yes, something like that.
We did work it out off camera. Great. So what is happening, my friend?
So she's an attack of 4 up to 6 because of the focus.
-1 for my hunker as well.
Yeah, so she's down to 5s. which she
Gets me with a 9.
So she has a power hammer, which is brutal, and is -2.
There's a ton of brutal. You just said she's not that good in combat.
She's not a good tackle.
So I probably would have quickened the dead of that, but I've got 2 saves to make. -2, yeah?
Yeah.
So grit of 6 down to 4, but up to 5 because of hunkered. 2 5. He gets double 9. He doesn't care. Boom. Anything else, my friend?
So then she's going to use a guts card for +1 action and her fortune to hit you again.
I'm going to quicken the dead this because your last activation is way back here, and I'm not sure it's going to affect him. So, quick! I can't. I'm hunkered. Ignore that. Go for it.
And she misses.
Yay! Any rerolls? Marcus's fortune.
No.
Oh, do you not want to spend it all? No. Go on, spend it. Okay, me to come back. Kodiak is going, and we've just checked this out. He loses the hunkered because he's activating. All his stats are at -1 because of a combination of the stunned and disordered. So he's going to do a charge and focus the move part for 2 action points to get to there. Any reaction from you, my friend?
I will be quicking the dead in your strike.
Do it.
So quick of 5. Crit
It's
fail.
crit failed. Oh,
Again.
and he has used his quick of the dead. So I am a fight of 6 down to 5 because of all the negative conditions. So needing 5s with my juiced axe. This is overcharged and crit. I can't say that word. Decapitate. There we go. He gets exactly what he needs. Boom. So that is Pierce -3, mate.
Okay, so I need 8s here.
Let's see what you get.
Oh, he gets an 8.
He gets it. We're rolling exactly what we need here, and he saves that. And what we're going to do is we're going to come back in a second. All right. So he's going to swing again. He has only got a limit of 2, and thanks to Combat Master, I can do that with my 3rd normal action point. I'm then going to use my own fortune to focus this strike, and I'm going to use one of Earl's to forceful strike it, which means I can double the piercing. So this axe is now pierce 6, so it's ignoring that tricky metal. So I am now a fight of 8, so basically I need 2s, no 7 because of my conditions, so 3s. Don't do it, he gets a 9. Boom! So this is pierce 6, my friend. So I think you need a crit success. Crit for the save.
Which I don't get.
Reroll. You're lucky. 1 in 10 chance. Ooh, has he got his own fortune? You may as well use it. He's about to die.
I'll use his own. Yeah.
No. And because it's over pierce 4, you can't metal that, so he will go down. Have I got a card? Please say I've got a card. Yes, I do. Destroy a face unit with a strike action. So that puts me on 5 VPs to Matt's 4. And Kodiak, the combat beast, is...
So Zerelda has 2 action points. She's my last one to go. She's where she needs to be next to that objective marker, so she's just going to blast away into Kodiak and hope for the best.
Do it.
So for a 2 action point, she's going to focus a shot. So aim of 5 up to 7. So
I'll quicken the dead this.
Okay.
Because he's cleared his conditions, so I'm a quick of 6, so I need a 4. And I get an 8, so that is quick and the dead cleared. And he has used his quick and the dead. We'll give him a token.
So then she's going to use Marcus's final 2.
Oh, brave. Marcus without fortune. I have got Earl Shepherd and Razor's Lee left to go. Just saying. Am I putting you off?
Yes,
Oh, it's become a game again. It was looking terrifying at the start of this turn, but this has turned into a bit of a bloodbath. Whew.
I think I might gamble. Half gamble. I'm going to use one of Marcus's and hers to put another shot, not focused, into
Kodiak.
So
Do it, my friend.
Needing 5s.
Gets a 6. So I'm a grit of 8. Have I got any terrain in the way? You can see better than me. Cool. So any pierce. So 6 is 7. Not even worried. Kodiak takes more bullets than Jake did before I killed him. And we'll come back with either Razors or Earl when I flipped. Okay, so I got 3 action points, and I was trying to figure. I don't really want to take a hit from Earl, or a free hit on Earl to try and go and hold off the back objective. So Razor's Lee's going to go. He's going to spend 1 to move. Is he? Is he really? No, he's not. He doesn't care. He's going to use 2 action points to take a focus shot through the boards of the gallows with his throwing knives straight into Marcus. So, anything from you, mate?
Quick and the Dead.
Quick and the Dead, this one. Alright, so go for it. Show us what you got.
Boom.
He gets a solid 8. That's fine. So, I will spend 1 of Earl Shepherd's fortune to make another shot, and I'll spend the other 1 of Earl Shepherd's fortune to focus it. So, this is now aim of 8, down to 6 because of the furniture. 1 for hunkered. Alright, so I lose my hunkered actually. So, 5s. This is, however, rate of attack 3. Needing 5s. I get a 5, a 6, and an 8. So that is 3 hits with piercing 1, my friend.
Okay, so he is a grit of 6 up to 8 because of the 2 pieces of furniture, down to 7. So
But back up to 8 because of hunkered.
very well.
So 2s. Some crit fails, baby. He bosses it. I was hoping for one of those 1s there. Alright, he is done. Okay, so Earl Shepherd's going to go, and before we do anything, I'm going to play this card to refresh his fortune to its starting level, because I'm going to want some. And then I'm actually going to spend my first of my 3 natural action points to disengage and take a move, so you get to make a free strike action. For what it's worth as well, he's only moving to about here, should he survive it.
Okay. Can you focus these 3?
Why not? Let's say you can, because I'm not sure. But bear in mind I am about to shoot lots back at her.
I think it's best she's there. She's going to use her.
Do it. So fight, what do you need?
So she's normally a 4 up to a 6, they're needing 4s.
And it's a crit fails. Good. Alright, so I'm now going to use 1 action point to take a shoot action into you. Would you like to do anything?
She will quick and the Dead.
Do it.
Oh, 3, which is not enough.
You're not doing well on these quick and the dead checks. Alright, so rate of attack 2. I am an aim of 6 and it's a straight shot. So, you 4s. That's 1 crit fail and 1 success, my friend.
So she's a grit of 5. What's the pierce?
Pierce 2.
So needing 7s, and it's 5.
That's okay. So I'm going to spend 1 of my fortune and 1 action point to shoot again. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to focus it, but I'm also going to revolver fan. So the focus will negate the negative for the revolver fan. So still needing 4s, but there's 4 dice now. 2 hits. 2 hits with a pierce of 2, mate. Let me get all these out of the way for you. Let's see what you got.
Needing 7s. Pass 1, fail 1, so I will metal.
Take the
Disordered.
Cool. I've lost my hand of cards somewhere on the table because I don't know if I've got a +1 action point.
I think you've used them all.
I probably have used them all, that's why I can't find it. He's got 1 fortune left. He's going to take hunkered and then he'll get them back at the end. Cool, so that's the end of turn 3. It's currently 5-4 to me. The objective over this side will make it 6-4 to me. This one is still hotly contested, and that one there makes it 6-5 going into turn 4. Let's flip for next turn. We'll throw them just down here. Matt gets a
24.
32. Kodiak the Beast is going to go first. Okay, so at the start of the turn, Matt played an interrupt. I played one back, being really smug, and then Matt played a second one. So Kodiak is not going to go and wreck face just yet. So what are you doing, buddy?
So unfortunately I didn't draw as many action points as I wanted, only the 2.
And how much fortune has Marcus got?
He's only got 1.
Good.
So, but he needs to get out of dodge. So he's going to move.
We've measured this, yep.
Round to here.
We're doing lots of peeping through like bits of wood at the moment, aren't we? And he's going to shoot through.
And then he's going to use his 1 and the and his other action point.
Yep.
To shoot at your boss.
I'm going to quicken the dead that.
Okay.
So I have a quick of 6. So
you can't. You're already.
I'm hunkered. I'm not going to quicken the dead that. I'm going to stop cheating and let Matt shoot. So what's your aim, buddy?
So his aim is 6.
What have we got in the way?
2 in the way.
Cool.
Did I focus that?
No.
Move.
Although you could have done.
Shot. I did. I used his.
Yep. Cool. So your focus will negate the 2 things in the way. So it's just the 6 of 4s.
He gets it on an 8.
Oh, tell me about this gun. It's PS4, isn't it?
Brutal as usual, as it's normal, and it's -4. Yes.
So I can't metal this. So I need to save this. I am. Can I? We're going to check something. Sorry guys, as we stated in the intro, we are still learning but wanted to record for you. We were checking the range of take 1 for the team because I may be able to score VPs for doing that. But I'm out of range. So I'm taking 2 hits at Pierce 4 on my grit of 6. So it's a grit of 2, but I get the +1 for the hunkered, which makes 3, and the 2 bits of terrain, which makes 5. So 5s on 2 dice. He gets a 4 and a 4. So we're going to spend 2 fortune because I can't metal because of the pierce. And he gets a 6 and a 6. And he saves it. I couldn't see those dice there, guys. So I've managed to weather that one, but it cost me 2 fortune. Any more from you, bud?
I have a +2 action point.
Oh, he's breaking out the big guns.
So I'm going to use that to take 1 more shot. This one won't be focused though.
Okay.
So it will be aim of 6 down to aim of 4.
3. 2 bits of terrain and the hunkered.
Yeah.
So 7s. Oh, he's hit.
8.
So it's going to be 2 saves again. So I am same again, needing 5s because of the 2 bits of terrain in the hunkered. He gets a 2 and a 7, so I can use my last fortune on the 2 because I need to save this. Needing a 5, or Marcus has done what Marcus always does against me, which is just ruins my day. He gets a 6. He gets a 6, and Matt looks very distressed off camera, and he saves it at the cost of all his fortune. Is there anything else, bud?
No.
Thank God for that. Okay, so I flipped 3 action points, and Kodiak is going to go, and luckily, because his Juice Axe actually has a 1-inch range, he's just going to charge there, being just in, didn't need to focus it for 1 action point. Anything from you, bud? I'm going to let this one through. You've probably guessed the next one's going to be a bit more horrific, but you are disordered, so there's no metal.
So what do you need to hit?
I am a fight of 6 normally, so 4s, and it's rate of attack 1.
I'm going to quicken the dead it.
Do it. Let's see what you get. Boom, bosses it away. Okay, so for my... I don't get Combat Master because I haven't... let me double check actually. Oh yeah, I can make a second one for 1 action point. His doesn't need to hit like rapid fire. So he'll make a second one for his second action point. He will focus it for the 3rd, and he's gonna use his own fortune to forceful strike it to make it pierce 6. So I have a fight of 6 up to 8, but down to 7 because of your hunkered. So I need 3s. Don't mess it up because there's no fortune to re-roll. He gets a 4, so that hits, mate, with a pierce of 6.
I think this could be the end of poor Kaylin. 7, I don't think that's enough.
So, is she done?
She's done.
She is done. Do I have any cards? No. No, I don't. But Kodiak, yet again, is wrecking face because he managed to get into combat. Okay, bud, what have you got?
Yeah, so I have a bit of a nightmare on the cards, and Zerelda has drawn out 1.
1 action.
So she's going to use her 1 action and her fortune to focus a shot into Razor's Lee.
She's holding that objective, isn't she? She couldn't really do much else. Yeah. So I'm going to quicken the dead that, given that it's your last activation. There's no reason not to use that ability. So I have a quick of 6. And a crit success will mean I save that. And that's that done? Alright, so I'm going to flip, and we've got either Earl Shepherd or Razor Lee. Alright, so I flip 2 action points, and Razor Lee is going to go. He is going to spend his first one to throw some throwing knives at good friend Marcus. What's he going to do? Slash Nathan.
Is it rate of attack 3?
It is rate of attack 3.
You're going to be at -2.
Yes.
Are you focusing it?
Not this one.
I'm going to let it through.
Okay, so I'm a aim of 7 down to 5. So I'm needing 5s. Ooh. I get a crit, which doesn't do anything, but I do get 2 hits.
Okay. So I'm a grit of 6, up to 8 because of the 2 pieces of terrain. So
2 7s. He is absolutely fine. I am then gonna take a. I will take another shot for my second normal AP. Would you like to do anything? Because a quick draw, I'm shooting for free. Well, for 1 action point. I wish it was free. So again, 5s. A 2, a 6, and a crit miss. So 1 there, and that has a minus of just 1. So what do you need?
So I am 6 up to 8 down to 7, so needing 3s.
3s. He's fine on a 5. So end of the turn, Earl's going to go, and he's just going to move 8 behind the gallows. Matt's going to move that for me. Boom, and that signals the end of turn 4. So I am scoring my left objective to make it 7-5. Nothing's happening in the middle, and over on the right, you're scoring for 7-6. So it's 7-6 going into the last turn. And then here's what we get for initiative. Good luck, buddy. I got a 20.
46.
Oh, he got a 46, but that's a 4 that Marcus is not using. We'll redraw hands. We'll figure out if there's any interrupts, and we'll come back with the first activation. 7-6 into the last turn. Okay, so we're going into turn 5, and we have moved the stairs off the gallows, which we will put back and pretend is still there because I'm fed up of you guys not seeing the models even a little bit. So Matt flipped to 2 action points going into the top of the last turn, which isn't great.
No, I've kind of been done over by the cards in a couple of key moments.
You have, actually. I've been really consistent, which has been nice.
Because you need to shuffle your deck.
Yeah, there is that. There is that. But what are we going to do?
So what I'm going to do is Marcus is going to use his 2 to put a focused shot into your boss.
I will quicken the dead that.
Okay, I thought you might.
Yep. So, need a 4. He gets a 2. He's got no fortune. It's happening. Oh, he failed it. Silly Marcus. Silly Earl, even.
So he's an aim of 6. It's focused up to 8. 1 piece of scenery down to 7. So needing 3s, which he gets.
He gets it. So this is Pierce 4, yeah?
Brutal and Pierce 4.
2 hits. So my grit of 6 goes down to 2, but back up to 4 because of the scenery. So I need 6s. I can't metal this, and I have no fortune. But I tell you what I will do is I will play that lovely card to fill my fortune pool before we go into this, because that cannot happen. So he's back to 3 fortune. Okay, so grit of 6 down to 2, but up to 4. So I need 6s. He gets a 2 and a 6. I'm gonna have to fortune reroll this one. If he fails it, he's dead. He crit fails it. He can't metal it. Have I got anyone within 3 who can take 1 for the team? Matt, please measure between Earl and Godiak. It looks out.
It's out. Yeah, comfortably out.
Oh, he's taking him down.
And
have you got anything in hand?
Killer boss, 1 VP.
So it's 7 each.
And Marcus is not done there.
Oh, what? This is a heroic activation. What's next?
So Marcus
is horrific.
He's going to spend 2 of his fortune and 1 more, so 3 of his fortune, to put a focused shot into Razor's.
Quicken the dead. Oh, now you need to make this, buddy. And he does on a 5.
Okay. So,
that everything?
Like you just played, I'm going to play the fancy cog card.
Oh man, this is an onslaught in the last turn.
to refresh his
Fortune pool, so he's back up to 4.
and spend those 3 again that he just spent
to take a
another
focus shot
into Razor's Lee.
Oh, everything's gonna blow up in the last turn.
So
it's 7 each. Oh.
An aim of 6, up to 8, down to 1 for the scenery, down to 1 for hunkered. So back down to 6, I need 4s, which he gets.
I am hunkered because I quickened the deaded, but 5s would have hit anyway, right? So I am grit of 6, down to 2, 2 bits of scenery, up to 4, hunkered 5. So 5s.
That's brutal.
2 dice 5s. He gets a 3 and a 2. He's only got 1, reroll 1 and metal the other.
Can't metal, it's -4.
Cool, Razor's Lee is dead. Do you have any cards to play?
I do not, unfortunately.
Oh, this is horrific. He's just stripped half of my activations and all of a sudden it's a 2 versus 2 game. I'm gonna go and figure out what to do now. Okay, so after a huge activation by Matt's boss, I was good before that activation comfortable because I had some stuff in hand I now can't score. I need to kill him or it's gonna be real close. Did draw 4 action points, so Kodiak's gonna go. And with a focus move, he can get in. So he's gonna focus move to there, and he's going to forceful strike this, so he's used 3 of the action points. And it is a pierce of 6. Would you like to quicken the dead?
I would.
Would you like to roll a 1, please? Anyway, here's good. He gets a 6, so he quicken the deads it. But because of Combat Master, I can use my 4th action point to strike again, and I'm also forceful striking this. So, oh, but I can't focus it. Am I going to forceful strike or am I going to focus? No, I'm going to hit. I know I'm going to hit. I'm feeling confident. So, it is a straight up fight of 6, down to 5 because of your hunkered. Needing a 5, buddy. It's pierce 6 and you get this through, so he ain't metalling. No, he misses. And that is Kodiak. Alright, so Matt's last activation of the game. Let's do it, bud.
So I drew 3 actions for Zerelda. She needs to stay where she is and sit on that objective. But she does have an interesting ability called Gunfighter. Gun Down, where she doesn't suffer the -4 penalty for shooting into combat. So
the stars have aligned this turn for you, mate.
So she's going to spend 1 action plus another to focus it and launch a shot into Kodiak and hope for the best.
He's going to quicken the dead this because there's nothing else coming at him. Come on, buddy. Get me a 4. He's actually on 3 fortune. I keep forgetting that because he's killed 2 dudes. Oh well. Come on, buddy. He crits it. He's fine.
So she's going to use the last action point, her fortune, and 1 of Marcus's to put another focus shot into him.
Cool. So I am now hunkered. So what's your aim basic?
Aim of 7. Sorry, aim of 5, up to 7, down to 5, so she needs 5s. And she gets a 9.
Whoa, what is this shot?
It's just a -2.
Cool, so my grit of 8 goes to 6, but we've got cover in the way for +1 and my hunkered, so it's back to base. So, grit of 8. Just don't crit fail, buddy. Cool, bosses it on a 9. He's okay. She done?
She is done.
Right, we're going to go with Blackblood and then see how the game is going to end. Alright, so Blackblood's going to finish this, and he did get 4 action points, and he's going to have to just start shooting into combat and pray, because by our maths, the game ends a draw at this point unless I can bring Marcus down with a hail of flaming arrows. So, I'm going to spend my first action point to shoot and the second one to focus this. So let's work this out. So he's an aim of 7, up to 9. There's a piece of terrain in the way, which is 8. You're hunkered, which is 7. And the fact I'm shooting into combat makes it 3s. So I need a 7 to hit. Here we go.
A 1 would be nice.
I bet it would. Oh! So I've just got a 1, which means I actually hit Kodiak, which could actually cost me the game. Right, so I need to take a grit check on Kodiak. Luckily, he does have extra fortune because he's killed him, so he's a grit of 8. down to 6 because it's an attuned weapon. That's actually just a straight shot. I am hunkered, so his grit goes back up to 7, so it's 3s. Matt has got a horrible look on his face right now. 3s for Kodiak. What does he get? I can't see it. It's an 8. He's okay. Whew. Right. You, mister, didn't hit. I didn't successfully hit, so this second one is going to cost me both 2 action points. So that's his last 2, and I'm going to focus it. So, same again. I need 7s on this. Don't hit Kodiak again. He's just took a flaming arrow in the back and he's not happy. He gets a 6, which misses. And so that is the end of the game. And it is 7-all. And then if we look this way, Blackblood has been holding that for the game, which makes it 8-7. The centre is being fiercely contested by Marcus and Kodiak. Yeah, you've got that over there with Zerolas, so that is 8 each. And that is a draw, my friend. Good game. Cheers, buddy. Right, we'll come back and have a chat about the game. Okay, that is it. That was a crazy, crazy game of Wild West Exodus. First of all, I'm going to do a proper apology for the gallows in the middle of the table. Now, we put that there because we thought it was pretty much on the gallows anyway, but we kind of recentered it because with the scenario, we were like, let's have one on top. And it made getting any camera angle of Matt on one side of it, me on the other, because we were using it to hide. Really impossible. So apologies on camera angles, but a super close game that came to a draw.
Yeah, so I think that's in most of our games so far. They've been pretty close.
Every game, so me and Matt have played 2 games of Wild West Exodus previous. We are still learning, and both games have come down to last activation, as did that one really. And I nearly, instead of winning it on the last activation, lost it by shooting Kodiak in the back.
You should have done.
That would have been, do you know what? I'd have been happy because what a good end. But no, we finished 8 each. And how did the game go for your side anyway?
Pretty good. So I was quite happy with the first turn was a little cagey from me. I think second turn, very happy. I think everything was going in my favour. My plan was to take this objective, sweep across the board. I'd kind of given up on this one unless I could power through. Having played against Kodiak before, I know how strong he is. So I wanted to be able to take stuff out to limit your activations and then try and just get through him. And I just, even with the -4 from Marcus, just getting through his grit is just...
With that base grit 8, and if you can get his quick and the dead off, giving him the +1 for 100, he's just a beast. And he was probably my MVP today. Earl Shepherd, both times I've used him, hasn't done a lot. He's a great fortune battery, but when that's gone, he's very fast. I think he's an objective taker, whereas Marcus just wrecks face. And in 1.8, he can use his -4 in combat, right? Which is horrific. But no, again, turn 1, I was like, cool, I'm going to score all these 3 objectives, try and get an early lead, play a bit aggressive. You did hinder that, and then turn 2, I panicked. And early turns, you were getting the initiative, and I was like, oh no. But towards the end, it kind of came in my favour. But I've got to say, that activation by Marcus at the start of the last turn, wow! He saw an opportunity and he took it, and you really made good use of the cards. The guts side, right?
I had an extra couple of +1 limits in my hand as well in case I needed some more rounds of shooting. But
you killed everything. But no, it was a great game, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching it. We're going to be playing a lot more Wild West Exodus, and these videos will get a lot sleeker. And when the studio is finished, there will be fancy dice cams and top-down cams and all that jazz. But please get involved in the comments and please share this video, because the more people like these videos, the more we'll play on camera instead of actually being social in the gaming centre next door. So as always, guys, make sure you like, subscribe and share this video. And until the next game, thank you very much. Cheers.